Imagine being physically sick, vomiting, being weak and tired, possibly dying yet wanting to save others. This is exactly the fate of Lance Armstrong. He was battling cancer, in fact still receiving treatment when he founded the Lance Armstrong Foundation. According to Armstrong, he founded such an establishment to ensure that no one go through that so-called desperation of diagnosis alone. Personally, I know many people who have or have had cancer. There are 12 million Americans living with cancer today. This year alone, 1.4 million people will be diagnosed with cancer, and 560,000 of them will lose their lives. Armstrong's non-profit organization is now a leader in the fight against cancer. While his Live Strong campaign and yellow bracelets are what people mostly see, his foundation does much more. Two of his major projects are Planet Cancer and Fertile Hope. Planet Cancer is an online community for young adults with cancer. The organization approaches the disease with a sense of humor and includes a so-called cancertainment section with amusing essays written by the members. Fertile Hope is dedicated to providing reproductive information, support, and hope to cancer patients and survivors whose medical treatments present a risk of infertility. In an interview Lance participated in, he quoted that the goal of the Lance Armstrong Foundation is to inspire and empower people with cancer. He stated that they wanted to provide people with the practical tools and information they needed to live strong. Today, the Lance Armstrong Foundation provides millions of dollars for cancer research and community-based programs for people with cancer. Lance Armstrong says that they are carrying out the Foundation's mission statement through research, advocacy, and public health programs, and claims to be fully dedicated to it. On the inside, the Foundation matches people with cancer through clinical trials and connects them with oncology social workers within the Live Strong Survivor Care Program. It also established the Live Strong Survivorship Center of Excellence Network and the Live Strong Young Adult Alliance. The Live Strong Survivorship Center of Excellence Network provides essential direct survivorship services and increases the effectiveness of survivorship care through research. The Live Strong Young Adult Alliance is dedicated to improving survival rates and quality of life for young adults with cancer. All of this sounds like a good doing on Armstrong's part, right? Well, in an August 2010 report in the Orlando Sentinel reported that at the same time, Armstrong was in a federal investigation due to the fact that a teammate was stripped of Tour de France titles due to steroid usage. Experts back home at the foundation knew the truth, but were scared that the allegations would lead to lack of future donations and bad reputation. The guys behind the Lance Armstrong Foundation never quit working for cancer patients everywhere. In July 2008, the chairman, Richard H. Carmona, joined Lance in a meeting full of surgeons to recognize cancer as a national public health crisis and to issue a plan to address it. While battles were being fought in the public inside the foundation, two very important programs were being formed. One was the Planet Cancer I had mentioned earlier. It was founded by young adults in the 20s that were currently in or finishing up cancer treatment. Lance was saddened by all the youth suffering alone from cancer and decided to donate and join their forces. Every year, nearly 70,000 young adults between 18 and 40 will be diagnosed with cancer in the U.S. With the youth making up 7% of all cancer diagnoses, they often don't receive the specific attention they need. Planet Cancer allows the youth to connect to each other and helps them access support and resources. They are there to raise their voices in the medical and research communities on behalf of young adults. These youth are doing all they can to be recognized by the medical community and is an important group with specific needs that they want to address it in order for their survival rates to raise. The other project was Fertile Hope that I also mentioned earlier. The Lance Armstrong Foundation has been in partnership with Fertile Hope since 2001. Live Strong acquired Fertile Hope's programs and services in 2009. Together they provide patient education in cancer-related infertility and parenthood after cancer. They have also improved and informed consent process of allowing healthcare professionals to discuss the risk of infertility due to cancer therapy with their patients. The main project in Fertile Hope is increasing patents access to infertility services and financial assistance to cancer patients. Lance himself said he never pictured himself needing help to have kids, but he did, and he wants to help others face the fact that it's okay to accept help. Together, Live Strong and Fertile Hope stay in touch with the best reproductive community in order to provide their patients the best possibilities. Reproductive problems can often be embarrassing, but the goal of this partnership is to provide emotional support services and help those 13,000 patients diagnosed with cancer during their reproductive years. A total of 1,638,910 new cancer cases and 577,190 deaths from cancer are projected to occur in the United States in 2012. That statistic is a shocking factor, a public crisis. Through Lance Armstrong's Cancer Foundation, the hope is to tackle the group affected by cancer at a time. The start was addressing cancer as a public crisis, then acknowledging youth as a special needs group, and finally by helping those patients that fertility was affected by cancer. 1 in 4 deaths in the United States alone is due to cancer. This death rate can be reduced by early detection and seeking second opinions. Lance Armstrong is one of the biggest names in the cancer community. He was personally affected by cancer, but you don't have to be to start a foundation or donation group to raise research and funds provided to the cancer community. I greatly admire Lance Armstrong for all of his accomplishments, even though he had the same problem all the people he's helping had. He still got up and fought to make them feel better.